Good afternoon, Trinity. Good afternoon to those who are joining us online today. Welcome to another midweek motivation with your pastor, Dwayne D. Flood. It is a pleasure to be with you in your homes or on your phones, wherever you may be with you today. You have made it to Wednesday. Praise God. You are halfway through the week. Just hang on in there. Hopefully this gives you a little word just to encourage your spirit in order to bring you through the remainder of the week so that when we meet again on Sunday, what a glorious time we will have in the Lord. Today is going what I call our Mother's Day edition. We're coming up on Mother's Day on Sunday, and I thought it'd be good just to encourage our mothers out there and also challenge us as being children, as well as to our wives if we're husbands, what the Bible actually says and how we should be treating our beloved women that God has placed in our lives. So today we're going to take a look at Proverbs chapter 31. Proverbs 31. We're going to take a look at those last few verses in that chapter, verses 28 through 31. Now, I got to tell you, while you're looking for that, I praise God for my mother and I praise God for my wife. She is an excellent mother to our children. But for my mother, when I was being raised, because of the fact I was being raised in a small town, it took a village to raise somebody like me. So not only did my mother do an excellent job, but she also had her friends around, which became like my mother's too, because they had all rights and privileges to discipline me at any time. And when you factor in my grandmothers on top of that, man, I tell you, I had a whole lot of people to keep me on the right path. And I thank God for that, because I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for those individuals that were in my life. So hopefully you found Proverbs chapter 31. We're going to take a look at verses 28 through 31, and it reads, "Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates." There are a lot of good nuggets in these particular verses, but we're just going to take a look at a few of them. The first one for your notes is mothers and wives should be celebrated. So why we're having Mother's Day is because of the fact that we see this in this text. Look at verse number 28. It says that we see that her children rise up, they wake up, and they call her blessed. Now, blessed means to be straight, honest, prosper, happy. Praise God that your mama doesn't take no mess. She gives it to you straight. She gives you the truth. Even when you don't like it, she gives it to you anyway. That honesty actually benefits you. It is for your good. So be happy, because if you had a mother in your life that corrected you when you were wrong, then praise God. But this is what captures my attention at the end of this verse. It says, husbands, praise her. Praise carrying the idea to boast, brag, to show her off, to allow her to shine. Brothers, if we would just speak life into our wives, speak positive about our wives, support them, celebrate them, man, we would see God shine forth his great light all through her. Now, if you wouldn't think that that wouldn't be all that the writer had to say about this text, he even continues on in verse number 29. We see 29 tells us that how much we should celebrate her. Look, the one that God has put in our lives. Look what it says. It says, many daughters, many good women, but you, mama, you, honey, have excelled. You have exceeded them all. There is none like you in all the world. And if you don't think that that doesn't we have to pause and celebrate even more. Verse number 30 says that a woman who feareth the Lord. Fear means reveres, honors, respects, or stands in awe of God should be praised. Man, I'm just trying to tell you that we should lift up our beloved women that are in our lives. She should be praised. She should be celebrated. And the fact of the matter is written in the present tense, we should do it all the time. Shame on us if we only take advantage one day out of the year. We should be celebrating these women all year long. So we should honor them. We should celebrate them. So take time out this Sunday to give God a hand clap of praise for how great He is in blessing us with the mothers that we have. Now look at the end of these particular verses. In verse number 31, it catches my attention and it also challenges us. Look what it says. It says, give her of the fruit of her hands. You got to know that the fruit of her hand reflects the works that she has done, the times that she sacrificed for you, the moments when she took a step back in order for you to shine, those late night, midnight hours that she stayed up with you while you were yakking and coughing all over the place, the mother who is proud of you even when you mess up. That particular woman, by the fruit of her hands, by the works that she has done, look what else it says in that verse. It says, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Man, that's a good word. Just let her own works praise her in the gates. Our praise should be done publicly. Go look at that verse. It says to praise her in the gates. Praise her in the city, in the town. We should praise our mothers publicly. We should reward them publicly. We should talk positively about them publicly. We should give them their flowers right now versus trying to give their flowers when they are no longer with us. Praise God that we have our mothers. If your mother is still alive, I encourage you to celebrate her, to reward her, and do it publicly. Man, that's a good word. So to all my mothers, to all the women who have spoke life to a young person, who has mentored a child, who has helped somebody else succeed, I wish you a happy Mother's Day. I hope that God pours forth His great blessings all over your life, and I hope that you are celebrated publicly, praised, blessed, all of those wonderful things, because we thank God for you. Happy Mother's Day. So if you're looking for a place to worship or you're looking for a church home, we prayerfully want you to consider the loving people of Trinity Missionary Baptist Church. We are located at 6320 Chandler Street, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45227. I'll hope and pray that God blesses you not only today, but for the remainder of this week, and that He places upon your heart to get ready for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to each of you. I look forward to celebrating you publicly on Sunday. Praise God. Have a good day.